And for kids, when it comes to diarrhea, it can even be more than that, because you keep, and then for mothers, we ask them, how many times have you changed the diaper? If you notice, and then, you know, as a mom, you'll notice your child's bowel pattern. You know that ikifika this time round, that's the time the nanny changes the diaper. After feeding, before feeding, at noon, you can notice the timings of how often do you change the diaper, and you can notice how, because kids' stool is still loose. It's not watery loose, but it's still loose. But you can't be able to notice a difference. So that's why we tell mothers to be very, because all this comes down to the mother. Be very, very keen with your kid. And kids are different. So ensure with each kid that you're having, you're very keen to notice the bowel patterns. You used to change their diapers 3 times a day or 2 times a day, but now it's much more frequent. You're giving them food they're not feeding. Anytime you touch their tiny little belly, it's like the child winces or cries or tries to like show that something is off. Yes, that is. And vomiting, it like normally a child is not supposed to vomit. When you feed a child will burp. A child will not vomit. When you start noticing that your kid is vomiting, even if they're not diarrheaing or having any other symptom, but you're noticing you feed your child, they vomit. You feed your child, they vomit. There is something wrong. It could be your technique. It could be you're not burping that kid, so they're taking in too much gas. It could be there is something else going on, even if it's just vomit, because a child normally is not supposed to vomit. They burp, but they don't vomit. Those are very different.